Spine like the 70s. Lord, oh, hella tree. Broccoli and collard greens. It don't matter to me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yo, what's up, bro? Collard green to me. What's up? Not much. Just getting things started like always. Getting ready to play some old school RuneScape. Opening up some more gold chests. Trying to get more of the items that we need. Kind of just doing a little bit more advertising as always. Letting the public know that we're live. It's 570s, one oh hella tree. Let's see, what else do I need? What else do we need? I don't think we need anything else. Alright, we're just gonna put on... been grooving to my own drum. Ain't that many teachers showed me my potential. Felt like a failure. Mama said you know better. Haven't listened to this playlist in forever. The power I possess, the glory of the chosen. Been grooving to my own drum. Ain't that many teachers. I mean, I guess while I do this, I might as well switch it over to in-game. Future in my hands. God, she had a plan stronger than I know. Soon I'd understand the power I possess, the story of the chosen. Alright, so let's see. We're gonna put the story of the chosen. Playing on the hardcore Iron Man in old school RuneScape. Come hang out with us. I don't sense the truth in myself, and I'm focusing. The other, so the road to your mother. And I say on and dream on. Tripped out dream of 2003. Who am I? Oh, I need a sign. Oh, since I was going to Mount Drum, ain't that many teachers showed me my potential. Mama said you know better. Alright, live on Twitch. Live on Twitch / Pycaon. The story of the chosen. Alright, and that's usually all the advertising. I usually just go around like my threads, my Twitter, my Instagram, all that stuff. Just let everybody know, hey, we're live, we're playing games. Come hang out with us for a little bit. And yeah, that's pretty much about it for that. So let's do this now. We're gonna come over here. We're gonna change the display here. Do this. Alright, cool. We are good. Everything's up and running. All the lurk at work. Heck yeah, I appreciate that. Alright, so getting into today's stream. That's all the advertising. Red Tube. What's up? What's up? Alright, all the advertising is done. We are here, we are live. We've got snacks. I've got some yogurt today and like a little fruit cup. I was gonna get some coffee, but you know, after walking my dog, it is, even this early in the morning, it's pretty hot outside. So I came back in and I was like, I don't want any coffee. and I'm not eating any like actual breakfast because I'm supposed to be going out later with my family to eat. I'm supposed to be doing like lunch or whatnot, so we're just snacking it up for now. Anyways, 3 more days till you get my primer again, boy. Heck yeah. I appreciate that. I have been working a lot these past few days and stuff, so I'm definitely trying to make it so that everybody gets the most out of their subscription. I'm trying to make it so that that I stream often enough that everybody can utilize their subscription and stuff. But yeah, we're here today. I finally got some time off from work. We're relaxing a little bit. And we've got a bunch of... Let's put all the rest of this stuff back. So we're still doing Shades of Morton. That's still the... Oh, that's not what we want. Mini games? Yeah. So we're at 9 out of 14 out of all the items that we could get from Shades of Morton. All we're missing is the gold locks and the outfit itself, which hopefully we can get today. So since the last hardcore Iron Man stream, sorry, I feel like all of a sudden now that I'm talking, it's like it always feels like I have to burp, which is like always so weird. But yeah, we have 370 of these Urium remains, if that's how you even say it. We have about 500 sacred oils and about 800 of the redwood logs. I should say about 900. But yeah, I wasn't able to collect too much since the last time I did live stream RuneScape, because I've been working and then I've been playing some other games and things like that. But this is basically what I collected so far. So with that being said, we are going to I'm gonna put all this stuff back. I'm gonna grab full graceful, because full graceful we're just gonna be doing a lot of running back and forth between the chests and stuff. We'll put on a ring of life just in case, never know what's gonna happen. Other than that, maybe an amulet of power for a little bit more defense and stuff. But I don't really need anything other than that. Other than that, maybe just money and tinderbox. But we'll put those in last because I like to use the coffin. Oh yeah, we do have to equip it, so give us a little extra room. And then I always forget this part. I always forget how much Dog I love to give. I always forget what we need. 20 shade remains. 26 plus 20 is 46. 46 divided by 2 is 23. So I need 23. I need 23 redwood logs. 23 redwood logs. So that we could turn all of these into pyre logs. And then once we turn them into pyre logs, then we're going to go and take the remains, get some keys, open the chest, and see what we get. I forget to pull back up my YouTube chat. And yeah, like I said, we're just chilling today. I only got some time off of work. And the job has been pretty good so far. I think the main thing for me was getting adjusted to it. Because I was always so worried. I feel like I have a lot of anxiety and stress. Because I was looking for money for like the longest while, so that I could be able to pay my bills and stuff and eat and actually survive. And I was always just a little worried about how I was gonna you know, make my money and stuff. But now that I got this job, I feel like I spent most of my time just trying to get acclimated to it, I would say. And yeah, I do feel like we actually finally adjusted to the job, I would say, if that makes sense. We're gonna take this cash stack. I lied. We're gonna take 1 coin. We're gonna take 1 coin, take this tinderbox. And then the rest, shade remains. Alright, cool. That's what we need. Alright, let's go. Let's go see what we get. But yeah, there's still so much that I have to do YouTube wise. I still need to go back and make some thumbnails and edit some of my live streams. Most of my live streams that already have a thumbnail, I've already edited, in the sense of, you know, whenever I walk away from the stream and it's been like an excessive amount of time, like when I usually would go to walk my dog, I feel like I don't do so as much now because it's like really hot outside, so we only try to walk her like, you know, like probably in the mornings and at night when it's cool. Because during the day it's like 115 degrees. And we have like little shoes for her, but even wearing like the little shoes, it's too hot outside. So I'm not really taking her out as much as I did before, at least not until like the temperature starts to go down. Because it's kind of crazy to try to take her out there. Alright, I'm over here trying to multitask. I'm trying to eat my snacks and do this at the same time. You guys know how much I suck at multitasking, so it's gonna be a challenge. But yeah, we I tried to stream Marvel Rivals not yesterday, but the day before. And it didn't come out as expected. When I stream on the computer or stream anything, I have to hardwire my laptop so that the stream comes out good. But because my laptop was hardwired, that means my PlayStation had to run off of Wi-Fi. And playing Marvel Rivals or any type of competitive game off of Wi-Fi is definitely not a good idea. Yeah, my alarm over here going off. Alright, snacks are done. Snacks are done. I think I have some juice in the freezer that I'm waiting to get cold, but alright, I'm focused now. We're in here, we're in here. Alright. So yeah. I spent all this time, last couple of days, getting all these keys, all these shade remains, all these other things. So, like I said, hopefully we can actually start to get some good stuff. I'm hoping that we can greenlog Shades of Morton today, because I kind of feel like I've been here for a while already. And I want to move on already. There's other things I feel like I could be doing in the background in between streams. Like I have to work on my fishing and cooking. Before, my fishing needed to be level 82 so I could fish anglerfish, and my cooking needed to be 84 so that I could cook the anglerfish. But now I need both my fishing and my cooking to be level 91 so that I could get marlin and halibut, because those are they actually heal more, right? So they're gonna be better sources of food. Hey, and we hit 55 prayer. I'll take that. Why not? All right. So before these keys disappear and stuff like that too, now let's hurry up, because definitely looks like some of these are about to disappear in a second. I actually meant to put on this thing too. Where is it? See, I meant to put it on, but some of these songs are actual bangers, bro. Yeah, yeah. See me, I'm in no saving. Stay with me. Put a cologne on your fragrance. Stay with me. If you're gonna love me, you gotta love all of me. You gotta love deeper than that. Alright, let's start with these red keys. Yeah, another dragon stone. I'll take another dragon stone. Another amulet of the damned. 2 amulets of the damned. Hey, technically I think I could have a ring of wealth now. I'm in love with bad luck. Move too close, get caught up. Move too close, get caught up. Yeah. Don't even like to think about it. On my own, but still surrounded. Walls come down and the gods come up. There's nowhere to run, I feel surrounded. Me to win and wishing you well. I got no one to call, no one. Needing your wealth. Yeah. Laying down staring at my ceiling fan. Everybody not like they give a damn. Where's everybody when you need a hand? On the mission, man. Like I'm Superman. Just depends. I'm in love with bad luck. Alright, we hit level 55 prayer. That's actually pretty nice. I really do feel like we've gotten quite a few crafting levels and prayer levels since we started doing this, which is actually pretty nice. And again, we have some loot, some more fine cloth, some more swamp paste, more amulet of the dam, more dragon stones, more dragonstone rings. We basically got a bunch of stuff. Yes, yeah, we're doing pretty good so far. But like I said, the goal is to get the gold locks and the Zealot robes, because the Zealot robes is going to help a lot with our prayer. Just in general, just leveling up prayer is going to make it a lot more easier. And like I said before, once we get our hunting level, I believe up to, it's like 72, 75, something like that, we can get Sunfire Splinters. And then at that point, we basically unlock a really, really good prayer training method. Honestly, at that point, I really don't mind grinding my prayer out until level 99. That is going to take forever, but we technically could do it. I don't think I'm going to go all the way to 99 like right off the bat, but the higher our prayer level, the better it's going to be overall for basically every kind of content that involves fighting. I'm out at 4 today. Hey, hell yeah. Nice. Sounds like a bit of an earlier day today. It's pretty cool. You wanna keep it low key. Oh, don't bring me down. I'll just try to understand me. Won't you come a little closer and let me whisper to you? And I say, not a single thing. Just let me sing to you. Whoa. Oh, you don't have to worry about a single thing. Just let me sing to you. Oh. Now I know it's been dark to know my else away. You tried to save me up, to take me up night and day, and you can do what you like. You're one and only. Alright, so we didn't get anything on the first set of keys, so let's go ahead and see if we can get anything on this second set. We still have quite a few of the shade remains, which that's pretty much like the most important part of this whole thing. Is having the shade remains. We have an abundance of all the other materials, but the shade remains are the only thing that's kind of annoying because we have to keep going down into the crypt to fight those guys. And I feel like the mass amount of Karamboans that we did have, we basically ran out. So the best food that I think I have that I'm using at the moment, I think it's like swordfish. So definitely hope that I get the Zealot ropes today so that I could probably move on to some other things that I could take care of in the background, like fishing and cooking, maybe even some more AFK sailing, because we do need a higher sailing level. Do have to work on mining and smithing a bit, so I could even probably do some like motherlode mine in the background to kind of help with getting those mining levels, and we'll have like the ores and stuff to smith to take over to blast furnace. So it's pretty nice. Slay bosses later? We definitely can. I would have to see, because I know I am supposed to be, I think right after this stream, I'm supposed to be going out to eat with some family, and knowing them, I have no idea what they have planned afterwards. So like I don't know if we're gonna end up going over to one of the family members' house to hang out. I don't know if I'm gonna be coming back home. Yeah. But yeah, if I'm here at the house, if I'm home, I don't mind. I'd be down to run some more bosses. I feel like we actually made some more decent progress in Elden Ring. Excuse me. I feel like because I'm talking now, all of a sudden now I'm yawning. This happens every time I stream. I wake up and I'm perfectly fine. I'm not yawning, I'm not doing any of that. It's not until I actually start to talk while I'm streaming that all of a sudden my body's like, yeah, now's a good time to yawn for no reason. Please really seeing all this. See about it later. Right, my rose. That I should know. You were into. My rose. Honestly feel like I'm just hey, I love Shades of Morton. Heck yeah. Glowy, what's going on? Good to see you. Heck yeah. Man, I think I logged in yesterday. I think it was yesterday or the day before. I think I was logged in. And I think I had just logged in like just in time to see it said that you had logged out. And I think I remember like the last time I talked to Basit and Excel and all of them, I think everybody was like, "Oh man, where's Glowy? I haven't seen Glowy in forever." And everybody, you know, everybody was like, "Oh, I wonder how she's doing. I wonder ah." Yep, definitely got me. Circles with you. Yeah, I took a little break. Yeah, I remember when you were saying that too, that you wanted to take a little break, and I honestly feel like you have to, you know. I feel like everybody can only play so much RuneScape, you know. But I always feel like the good thing is that I feel like nobody ever really quits though. We just take breaks and then, you know, we come back and all of a sudden we're playing again, you know. But yeah, definitely good to see you. Definitely good to see you. Oh my god, I'm getting freaking packed out here. Oh my god, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Alright, second set of keys. Still nothing. But it's alright because we still have a bunch of... Alright, I'm trying to do this and switch up the vibes too, because this is like make love music. I'm not trying to make love right now, you know? That's what it that's the type of vibes it's giving me right now. Like we're trying to chill, but we're not trying to do all this excessive you know, gyrating and vibrating. Yeah, I wish I had kept up with my herb runs during that break. I kind of said the same thing because I stopped playing for like a little bit. I wish I kept up with like farm runs and all that stuff. I would have been so much better off right now. Damn, Pike, it's that kind of stream? Hell nah, it's not that kind of stream. That's why I'm like, man, what's happening? But you know, I suck at multitasking, so me trying to talk to everybody and like switch up the vibes at the same time, it's not really a good combination, you know. But yeah, hopefully, because look, um the reason why I'm still at Shades of Morn is because, like was saying a little bit earlier, we've been grinding remains, sacred oils. I got a bunch of redwood logs and stuff like that, so I have a lot of material to open up these chests. You know, I just saved the chest opening for the streams here, so hopefully we actually get something. Knowing our luck, well, actually, I can't even say our luck, because you know what? The RNG on this account, if I'm being completely honest, has been significantly better than my original hardcore Iron Man. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like there's a lot of things I got on this account a lot sooner and a lot easier than on the other hardcore Iron Man that I had. So I can't even really complain. I can't even say that, you know, I can't say anything. We just got to keep opening up these chests. I know eventually we're going to get the outfit pieces. I had damn near 400 of the shade remains. If we don't get a single piece of the Zealot's robe with 400 shade remains, then I don't know what to say. I feel like at that point we just pack it up and play a different game. At that point we just stop playing RuneScape. If I can't get anything. If you're down, don't hide it. Feeling me, you don't gotta deny it. Even you gon' make me overnight it. How do you level up on here? I fought goblins, but no level up. Leveling up in RuneScape is a bit weird. You have to do repetitive actions. RuneScape as a whole is very, very, very repetitive and tedious. So like, you see how I can attack this this zombie girl? If I punch, kick, or block, I get respective attack experience, strength experience, or defense experience. One of these three, right? For the combat styles I choose. You gain experience every time you complete certain actions. Like if I go and punch her in the face for no reason, you see how I'm getting attack experience and health experience? So my attack is slowly going up. Same thing with my HP. But you see how if I hover over the skill, you see how it says attack XP, what next level at, basically telling me like how much, what experience, what total experience I need to hit the next level, and then it says remaining XP. So I still need another 555,000 XP to hit the next level, which is going to be 91. If you're a low level, it'll be something significantly lower, like XP remaining might be like 1,000 or something like that, but you just want to keep doing the same thing over and over, basically. So like if you're fishing, you want to continue to collect fish. If you're cooking, you want to cook a bunch of items. If you're doing combat, you basically just want to beat up a lot of stuff. So if you're fighting goblins, you will level up. You just need better better weapons and better gear to get experience faster, you know, and then to keep leveling up and so forth and so forth. I really need to finish Wintertod and get the levels required to finish Shades, but I just really don't feel like doing Wintertod. Yeah, I always feel like on both hardcores that I made, I just immediately just knocked out 99 fire making, because I just feel like doing Wintertod, it's so easy as long as you're paying attention. Because I know there's a lot of people who die at Wintertod. You know, Wintertod is not a safe death. It is possible to die at Wintertod, but Wintertod is fairly easy as long as you pay attention. And I just feel like getting 99 fire making at Wintertod is nice just because it gives you a lot of early supplies. It gives you a nice little cash stack. You get a bunch of seeds, you get a bunch of other types of supplies. That's just really, it really starts your account almost, you know. So I mean, I do feel like Wintertod is kind of tedious, like most things in RuneScape, but it is easy. And I just feel like, you know, just getting a quick 99, it's not too bad. I feel like you're gonna spend maybe about like a week or so, depending on like you know, how long you're doing Wintertod and all that stuff like that. But I feel like, you know, it's not too bad. But yeah, I do feel it though. I do feel it. Doing Wintertod, man, especially like if you're one of those people that are doing Wintertod kind of like back to back almost. Like if you just came off of an account that got 99 at Wintertod and then you make a new account and then you're going back, it is kind of like, I don't want to do this. Like, I'll do this later. How long did the 99 fire making grind take you? Did you do masses? I did. I think I only soloed Wintertod once to get the combat achievement, because I think you have to get like 13,000 points or something like that in a single Wintertod game. So I soloed Wintertod once, and I think that took me like 45 minutes, I think, if I remember. I do remember it being somewhere around there. It took me about 45 minutes to complete a single game, because trying to solo Wintertod freaking sucks, man. Like when your brazier keeps going out, his health just starts regenerating, and it's like, man, you really have to keep that one brazier lit 24/7 if you want his health bar to go down. Otherwise, you're never gonna kill him. Sorry, stuck in an ad right now. All good. All good. Oh wait. With all these other people, sorry. Usually around 2 or 3 or 4. Especially up round 2 or 3 or 4. Go for round 2 or 4. Know what to do. Far away, outer space, can't escape. Wanna throw this from myself. To the stars, outer space, can't escape. Oh, get down in my soul. I might do Wintertide until 95, then take a break to Green Log Shades of Morn. Yeah, that's also a good idea. I would say it's better to do that than to burn yourself out, right? Because getting any 99, you know, you've already maxed out your main account, so you already know. But I was, you know, getting any 99 takes freaking forever. Fire making, I still think, is probably the fastest 99 that you could get, maybe on an Iron Man. You know, and I only say that because I feel like, I think on a regular account, fletching I think is the fastest 99 that you could get, no? Because you could just buy all the materials from the Grand Exchange and just immediately right there and then. I think it's either fletching or magic, because I know you can also do like magic, bolt, enchant, and stuff like that, whatever. But yeah, even getting 99 fire making on an Iron Man, I still think takes upwards of like 30 something hours or whatnot. So it takes forever to get a 99. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to fight you. I'm sorry. Sorry. I didn't mean to fight you, good dude. Alright, this is what, like the 3rd or 4th set of keys. Anything good? Got a dragon dagger. Dragon dagger's not too bad. The only good thing about opening up these gold chests is that I am getting a lot of high alchables, so I am making quite a bit of decent money doing shades, which is always nice. It's always really nice making some cash. Down in my soul. Yeah, they're not giving me anything, bro. They're not giving me any of the outfit pieces. They don't like me, man. So I hope I get Tome of Fire by then. I need that in the pet still. Man, did I get Tome of Fire on this one? I can't even remember. I know when I was doing Wintertide, I was hoping that I would get the Dragon Axe and the pet, but I ended up grinding out the Dragon Axe at the Dagonoth Kings, I think right before Leagues started. But I don't think... Did I get Tome of Fire? Wintertide. I did. Okay, yeah. Alright, yeah. I was lucky enough to get Tome of Fire on this account too. I got Spoon DX from Wintertide. Hell yeah. Nice. Man, I forget who it was, but I remember there was somebody that got the Dragon Axe like really early at Wintertide. I remember seeing that maybe in the last had to have been like in the last like 6 months or something like that. I think where I seen somebody they got the Dragon Axe from, I can't remember. It might have been me because I got it hella early. Yeah, it might have been them because I honestly can't remember who it was. But I was like, damn. I was like, I do remember somebody had mentioned it or put it somewhere that I had saw. But that's super lucky though to get Dragon Axe from Wintertide, especially super early. Man, I feel like that's better than getting pet, honestly. I never used to think of it like that before because I just really like the Phoenix pet, but how useful the Dragon Axe really is, especially if you're trying to get to level 90 woodcutting. It really is nice to get pretty early. It was me. Yeah, yeah, right. You go from killing goblins in Lumbridge to just getting freaking Dragon Axe. Yeah, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy luck. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, I'm telling you, yeah, getting it early is pretty crazy. I I really want to hurry up and like green log this too so that we could move on because I want to use some of these other cosmetics that we got. Like you guys can see how I got the demonic redskin from Leagues. And I got some other stuff too that I redeemed from Leagues. Like the cannon. We got the cannon cosmetic, so it looks like a ghost flying Dutchman kind of cannon. And we got some other things too. Like I got the demonic trident. We got the shattered relics variety ornament kit. So when we finally get our abyssal whip on this account, it's gonna look so nice. The abyssal whip is gonna look so nice. This is the whole reason I was waiting for Leaks to come back in the first place. Was specifically to get this cosmetic for the abyssal whip. So we got like things like that. I got the blowpipe ornament kit, but I don't even know when we're gonna fight Zora, okay? Because I'm still terrified to even attempt to fight that guy. So, but some way, somehow, if we do manage to get good at fighting him, if we do manage to end up killing him, I should say, just period. It'll be really nice if we get the blowpipe because I don't have that ornament kit to use it on, so it'll be really nice. What's next after Shades of Morton? So I have like a really long to-do list in my notes section here. If I actually get rid of my webcam real quick, all of this on this right hand side is all so that I could green log Chambers of Xeric, right? So all of this, all the way up to this point right here, is all so that I could green log Chambers of Xeric. So this list that I have, it's not, I don't have to follow it to the T, but these are all just some things that I want to get done. Like we need 72 Hunter so that we can make the Blessed Sunfire Wines. I need thieving to be 66. We need cooking and fishing to be level 91 so we can fish marlin and halibut since that's a really good food source now. We need level 92 mining so we can make like amethyst arrows, all that stuff like that. So I wouldn't for the most part just go down this list, but I have no idea. I kind of feel like I might do a mix of some other stuff. Like I might do some cooking and fishing here to help out with the levels. I might do some sailing because we do need a higher sailing level. I also want to work on my Slayer more so that we can get that Abyssal Whip. So I have no idea. I don't think there's any one concrete specific thing that I'm gonna do after Shades. I feel like I'm gonna do like a mix of things. At least that's what I tell myself right now. Once we're actually done and I start doing some other activities, I might actually just end up doing like or focusing on one specific thing. I have no idea yet, but as of right now, I'm just like, I don't know. I might mix it up. Your to-do list is much cleaner than mine. It's my to-do list only looks like this because this to-do list must have taken me like I think like 3 weeks to make, because it literally started out with just I basically worked backwards. This to-do list started, I was like, okay, what's the first major thing that I want to do on this account besides, you know, trying to go for top 10 hardcore Ironman? I was like, what's the first real milestone? And I was like, okay, I was like thinking in my head, I was like, I would say green logging Chambers of Xeric, because once I green log Chambers of Xeric, by then my account should be at the point where I should be able to do anything. After green logging Chambers of Xeric, my account should be open to do whatever. If I want to tackle the other raids, if I want to try to get like quest cape or something like that, if I want to focus on just leveling up my skills, getting closer to like a max account, I could do that. But I definitely felt like green logging Chambers of Xeric was like a good opener to just to the late game, I would say. So I just worked backwards from there. I was like, all right, so in order to green log Chambers of Xeric, like if I scroll down, literally this was like my whole thought process. I was like, all right, I want to green log Chambers of Xeric, and these are all the things that I want from it. And then after that, I was like, okay, what are some other things that we need? Definitely need, you know, herb lore, because herb lore is gonna help with a bunch of different things. And then yeah, it just kept going from there. And then, you know, day after day after day, I kind of just broke it down even more. I was just like, okay, I want to do this thing, I want to do this thing, I want to get this done, I want to get that done, and I kind of just kept adding to the list. But yeah, some of the guys in the clan that I'm in, they were even like how I should be doing this, or I need to be doing that, or they want to see me do some more dangerous content. And I was like, don't worry. I was like, it's coming, it's coming. It's just, I'm just following this list as kind of like a guideline to, you know, like I said, get all of the stuff I want done out of the way. Because a lot of them were saying that I could do Chambers now, which technically I guess is correct, but I don't want to get I don't want to get carried through, you know. I basically want my account again to basically be at the point where I could solo Chambers if I really chose to, but you know, obviously I feel like it is better doing it with friends, but I still want the levels and the quests and all the other stuff that I want done, because I'm going to need it anyways, so might as well just get it done now, you know? Look outside my window, I can't get. Let me know. Alright, another set of keys. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. Hopefully we get something nice this time. Hopefully we get something nice, which I don't see why not. Almost 400 shade remains. We have to get something. We have to. There has to be something that we get. There's no way that we could go through all 400 shade remains and get absolutely nothing. Possibly, right? There's no way. This game doesn't work like that. Surely. Listen, I have delusional hope, okay? Don't blame me. Tell me what you want if you want. If you call me up. 3 nights at the motel, on the street lights in the city. Oh, I did that backwards. And you can call me names if you call me up. Solve all your problems. Stay up tonight, stay up tonight. 3 nights in your body language. Seems like you should lose a little company from me. What? Dragon Longsword? Take it out like you say. Don't wait a minute. It's only a matter of time for you to tell me. I've been up for. You know, no matter what though, even if they're not giving me the stuff that I want right off the bat, like I said, we're still getting rich. Because not only am I getting cash from, or GP from burning the shades, but like I said, we're getting a bunch of alcohols. It just is a little frustrating, I would say, because I don't want to have to be here any longer than I feel like I've already been. Like, I've already feel like I've spent an excess amount of time here, and you know, I kind of just want to move on already. So that's probably like the only annoying thing about it, about not getting what I'm looking for. We still have another 278 shade remains, so hopefully, fingers crossed. Hopefully the RNG all of a sudden changes and we're getting back-to-backs. Because that would be great. You gotta upgrade those Mauritania legs so you can tele back to Berg. Yeah, I definitely want to. For sure. Because, you know, I realized... I think it was the last time that I was doing this on the main account. It finally dawned on me that I could use the Mauritania legs and the ectophile to easily do what is it? Ectofunctus? Because the only reason I was still doing ectofunctus is because I had the bone crusher, and I felt like it was really nice passive prayer XP while you were doing Slayer. So I was like, damn, I need more ecto tokens so that I could charge it. But the way that I was always doing ectofunctus, I was always just what's that area called? What's this area called up here? Port Phasmatis. I would come over here and I would literally just load up here at the bank and then just run over here and then run back, and then, you know, I would just continuously run back and forth. And of course, you know, with all the slime, with all the bones, you would get heavy, you would do all this stuff. And then for some reason, I think one day I saw some random dude using his ectophile to go over there, and I was like, why didn't I never think of using the ectophile to just get there faster? And it's like seeing that dude do that, it just blew my mind. Poor fat assmas. Hell yeah. Yeah, that would be so good for your account. Oh yeah. That's why I was like, I don't know why I never thought about doing that before. But yeah, if you have the Mauritania legs, that makes it even better, because now you have this bank that you could go to, ectophile back to the thing, do all your prayer, and then come right back to Berg. Man. When I discovered that, I was like, why did I never do this before at all? Like, why was I playing this game on hard mode? I was definitely making it way more difficult than it had to be. Maybe we... Hands down, best stream on Twitch. Stop. Nah, I hella appreciate that. Thank you so much for the kind words. I try my best. I don't always feel like it's good enough, but when you guys give me kind words like that, it definitely makes it feel like a shwoo. Okay, I am doing pretty good. So I appreciate it. The grind never ends on an iron. There's always something you gotta grind so you can make other grinds better, bro. Truer words have never been spoken. I feel like that's always the worst part about playing an Iron Man is the very first grind. It's like, what do I grind first? Because every other grind I want to do is going to be ridiculous. So how do I make my first grind less grindy? And then it just becomes a series of that. Okay, if I do this grind to make this grind less grindy, then that's going to make this grind less grindy, which is going to make this other grind less grindy. No, that's so true. That's so funny. Big up yourself, King. Free all the madmen. The man dem. Free the guys. Heck yeah. Hell yeah, bro. I appreciate that. Has anyone ever told you that your voice sounds like an angel fallen from heaven? Like if Serenity had a soundtrack, it'd be your voice. I swear if you read me the terms and conditions, I'd probably sit there smiling. If you started narrating my grocery list, I think it was a best-selling audiobook. Scientists should honestly study whatever magic is going on because there's no logical explanation for a voice that sounds that good. You guys are too kind. You guys are too kind. Stop. Oh, man. No, that actually makes me feel really good. I appreciate that. Kinder words have never been spoken in my direction. So I super appreciate that. I super duper appreciate that. You guys are the best audience that a streamer could have. Hey! Yeah! Arcadius with the follow. Thank you so much for that. The freaking text-to-speech said Arcadius. Arcadius. You know, every time people subscribe or they use the text-to-speech and the what is it? The freaking computer dude reads off the names, I swear, it's like I can't unhear it. Like I think somebody was named Queen, but the way that they spelled it, it was like QU and they had 2 3s or something like that. And the text-to-speech guy was like Q33 has a subscribe, and ever since like he said Q33, like I've never called that person Queen. I was like, I'm never calling you Queen. Hey, hey, ho ho ho! Appreciate the bits. Thank you so much. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Super appreciate that. I'm getting excited now. Hey yo. Heck yeah. Hell yeah, I appreciate that, guys. You know, we're off today. We're just chilling. We're just relaxing. You know, been working kind of crazy these last few days. So it is nice to just sit at home, relax, play some RuneScape, hang out with you guys, cuz like I said, you guys are always an amazing audience. So I definitely do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. We're also gonna switch up the vibe. Do I want house vibes? Do we want to switch up to house vibes, or do we want to go straight to the EDM? I feel like we always end up defaulting to the EDM and the house music, because I feel like it's my longest playlists, right? I've got more EDM playlists than anything else. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we'll do EDM. House is a little bit more chill. We want a little bit more upbeat. We'll go with the EDM. Why not? God loves you, my friend. I hope all the best for your future. I super appreciate that. You know what's so funny you say that too? I found when I was at work yesterday. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Let me collect these real quick. I can't multitask. Let me collect these. They're about to disappear. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Let me collect these before they disappear. Collect these keys. Alright, so let me see your fingers. It's kind of a random request, bro. Nah, but look, I was about to show you guys this. Let me switch over to the discussions page real quick. I found, while I was at work yesterday, a little mini Jesus. Like, I know people have been putting these like everywhere, right? But I found one at work yesterday, and I was like, oh yeah, it's like mini Jesus. You're coming home with me, bro. So now whenever I'm streaming and stuff like that, I just have him chilling. Like right now, I'm putting him on top of the webcam. So now I've got a little mini Jesus just chilling up here. Nice. As soon as I saw it too, because let me see your fingers like the lady in Elden Ring. Your fingers. Let me see them. But yeah, because I think somebody just randomly left it in like a weird spot, and I was like, what the heck is that? And then I picked them up, and I was like, what? It's a mini Jesus. I was like, that's so cool. All right, next set of keys. Let's go. Mini Jesus, give us some RNG. Look, I'm holding mini Jesus. Holding mini Jesus is gonna give us something nice. Something nice like more alcohols. All right, I'm putting you back up here, dude. Oh wait, no, we still have more keys. Where am I going? I have a couple black keys and a purple key. We've got 3 black keys. And a purple key. More supplies, more alcohols. Yeah, this is probably one of the few instances I would say where my original account maybe had better RNG than this account. For the most part, like I said, everywhere else that I've been, this account has had significantly better RNG than the main account. Hey! Arcady Ius. Arcady Ius with the 145 bits. Thank you so much. Bro, I'm telling you, the text-to-speech guy is gonna have me butcher everybody's name just because. Arcady Ius is funny though. like what even is that? Arcady Ius. not Arcadius. Arcady Ius. Heck yeah, I appreciate that, man. Super duper appreciate it. I always say that you guys never have to actually donate or subscribe or cheer bits or anything like that, but the fact that you guys do, it really does mean a lot. You know, I always tell myself it'd be really nice, it would be really cool to become like a full-time content creator, a full-time streamer, or whatever the case is, but you know, it's never something that I want to force. I never wanted to be one of those people that, you know, forces the audience to like do these things, you know? I feel like it's exactly how it's supposed to be. Like, the option is there if you guys want to, but you know, I never want to force anybody to do it. I'm more so concerned with just the vibes, right? We want to chill. We want to have good vibes. We want to just hang out, game, have a little fun. forget our troubles for a little bit. So yeah, I definitely appreciate you guys. I do, I do. I have an extra black key on me too. Hmm. I'll come back and grab that later, another time. All right, this is the one right here. This is where we are going to get something. We're gonna get a drop. I can feel it. I'm calling it right now. These set of keys that we're about to get. Excuse me. We're gonna end up getting the Zealot hat. I could feel it. Watch. You guys don't believe me? Check this out. Let's turn these into keys. Watch me get another collection log item. You've inspired me. I'm back at Wichita right now. Heck yeah. Get those supplies. I honestly feel like the my favorite thing to get from Wintertod is definitely the seeds, because I always feel like it's pretty hard to get certain seeds, certain tree seeds, I should say. But doing Wintertod, I think I ended up getting like a lot of like willow seeds, yew seeds. I think I ended up getting some magic seeds there, if I recall. But you know, before I was able to do the farming contracts in the farming guild, Wintertod was a good source of those specific seeds that I needed to kind of like, you know, give me a lot of levels and stuff like that. So a lot of tree seeds I ended up getting from Wintertod. Cause it kind of feels like early on, at least you know, like on an Iron Man 2, when you're still low level, it feels really hard to get seeds for the most part. I usually feel like you end up having to wait until you already have access to the farming guild, or even maybe you even have to wait until you get Kingdom of Miscellanea to maybe like invest some points into seeds. But before all of that, it just seems kind of hard to get seeds. Yeah, a lot of good starting supplies. Oh yeah, that's why I feel like I always end up sitting there until I get 99 fire making, just so that I could stock up on all those extra supplies. But yeah, you know how I was mentioning earlier about the collection log stuff? I think it might honestly be easier if I do it this way, because I know I can look at the collection log items through the RuneLite plugin on Twitch. But actually no, I already closed Twitch out. Oh, I closed Twitch out on the computer, not on the tablet. Yeah, we got it here. Because I was gonna say, the reason why I'm bringing up the live loadout thing is because I feel there are things on this account that I've already like gotten or progressed or just got lucky enough to get spooned with that was better on this account than it was on the original account. Like let's see, fishing trawler we got green logged. Fishing trawler is really easy to green log though. Temple trekking, another one that's really easy to green log because that just gives you the lumberjack outfit. Cyclopses. Yeah, I feel like defenders were definite. I think it took me only like want to say it took me like an hour and 45 minutes to get Dragon Defender from scratch. Like it felt like every other Cyclops I was killing almost was giving me the next defender. So that was pretty nice. Bro, my heart. As soon as I heard the knocking, I was like, who's knocking on my door this early in the morning with such purpose? What do they need? Honestly, it was like those type of knocks can only be one of the kids to knock on my door to ask me some nonsense. Which they definitely do all the time. They'll knock on my door like that and then just be like, why is cereal sweet? Like, I don't know. Because of the sugar? Get out of here. What do you want from me? Oh my god, why are there so many of you guys? Oh, gold locks, baby! I knew we were getting something. I called it earlier. I was like, we're getting some new collection log item. It may not have been the Zealot robe, like I said, but it's a new collection log item nonetheless. Let's go. Literally, all we need is the outfit. The sole reason why I came to Shades of Morton in the first place is now the only thing that we need. Literally. I kind of would have expected to get the outfit like first because it was something that I really want, but it ended up being the very last thing. Remove lock. Yes. Talk to this guy. Put on that gold lock, baby. Yeah. Let's go. So the silver lock could hold up to 20 shades. The gold lock now makes it so that we can hold a full 28 shades. Crazy. Crazy. We're in here though. Fate leads the willing and drags along the reluctant. That's actually a really good saying. Asking the hard-hitting questions. Yeah, bro, kids, man, my freaking nieces and nephews, they'll come and bother me just for the most random of things ever. That why is cereal sweet is like bro, it's so legit, bro. They ask the type of questions that really just make you question everything. Like, why am I even entertaining you? What are you doing here? What do you want from me? Alright, so let's see. I gotta do maths again inside my head. So we've got 26 and 28. You know what? I'm not doing maths. 26 plus 28 is 54. 54 divided by 2 is 27. 27 we're not going to be able to... I would still just say 26. 26 would still be better. Doing maths. Alright. It's crazy how much I forgot about this game. This is back when Club Penguin was around, bro. I haven't played Club Penguin in so long. Bro, I remember having my igloo Me and the Omis had our freaking igloo, and we had those like I think they had the free pets and stuff like that. I remember having those. I remember when I think my mom first allowed me to get membership or something like that, and then we finally got like a dance floor inside the igloo. Finally got like couches and stuff like that. I remember, man, me and the homies were grinding to try to get some more money, playing that damn stupid pizza game and the surfboard game, and then we would go to like the little games room and we would play like Connect 4 and all them other things. Oh man, I haven't played Club Penguin in so long. Oh man, hella memories. Is Club Penguin even still around? Like, do people even still play that today? That'd be crazy. But then again, I wouldn't be surprised either if people did. Alright, let's see. Because I need 26. 26 of the shade remains is what we need. Because we can't fill it up completely. We're going to do that. We're going to hit this. Then we're going to grab our 26 pyre logs. And we out here. I doubt it. Mini clip shit down. Did they? Bro, mini clip. Bro, I felt like it was mini clip and another one. Mini clip and damn, there was another one that we used to play all the time in school, especially like whenever it was one of those days we got to be on the computer or use like the laptops or whatnot that they had. Either the laptops or like the big fatback computers. Man, we would always end up on mini clip. Man, I don't know if anybody remembers. I don't know if anybody remembers. I don't know if you guys have experienced the same childhood I have. But I remember Newgrounds or something. It might have been Newgrounds. That sounds familiar. Excuse the mistype. Oh yeah, bro. I got you. Don't worry. I know you meant shutdown. You're all good. But there was a game. Newgrounds I definitely remember as well, but there was a game that when we used to be in school and we would be on the computers and we would play like Mini Clip and Newgrounds and these other ones. I remember playing this game that reminded me of A Bug's Life. You play it wasn't Bug's Life, obviously, I know that, but the game had you play as like a bug or something like that, and it was like a 3D game. I'm not gonna say it was open world because it wasn't. I don't think it was necessarily open world, but it was a 3D bug game. I just can't remember. I remember thinking of, like, I would randomly think about that game, and I'm like, man, I remember playing this game. That's all I have to go on is that it reminded me of A Bug's Life. But I don't remember the name of the damn game. I could never remember the name of the game. I could never remember the name of that game. And there was also another game I used to play where you had to drop eggs off of a rooftop and you gained points based off of if you hit people or not. And if you hit an old lady, she would call the cops. And the cops would like drive by, and if you egged the cop car, it was like an automatic game over. That game as well, like I can't remember the name of that game. And it's like it's been haunting me for years. I'm like, I don't remember the names of these games, but occasionally, every once in a blue moon, they pop up. The visual of these games pop up into my mind, and I'm like, what's your name? right, gold locks though. I am happy about that. We did get something. We did get something, so I am happy about that. Literally. Literally. All we have left is the Zealot robes. Come on. Be good to me. Be good to me, game. Now that I'm a mess, tangled up in wires, I can't catch my breath. I run, I run, I run. Drowning in the chaos, I can't catch my breath. Deep breath. Catch my deep breath. Coming closer now that I'm a mess. Tangled up in wires, I can't catch my breath. Now you're not confess. I can't catch my breath. Man, there's so much that I have to do on my YouTube channel and stuff too. Like I still need to finish doing the thumbnails for most of the previous streams, and I still have to edit them in the sense of like a lot of the previous streams that I had, I may have gone and walked my dog for like 20-30 minutes and stuff like that, and I usually go back and I cut that out of the stream because YouTube gives you the option after the stream is over to still go back and like edit it. So I would always do that. I would always go back, edit the streams, put up a thumbnail, get rid of some of that dead air, I like to call it. And I feel like ever since I've gotten accustomed to this job, now I feel more comfortable doing more content creation stuff. I was really stressed and worried about this job that I've been working because, you know, with all of the stuff that I was going through mentally, you know, it's been about 7 years, I would say, since I had stable work. So because it's been so long, I was really worried about whether or not I was going to like this job, whether or not I was going to be good at this job. So I felt like when I started, there was a lot of anxiety, there was a lot of stress, there was a lot of worry. I didn't know if I was going to be good for the job or not, but I've been here like a little over a month, so I would say that I finally had a chance to basically get adjusted to it. And the job itself is pretty good. So basically a whole month later, I only feel like I'm getting comfortable now. So now I feel like I can go back and start doing all of these things for the YouTube channel, for all the streams. It's only now I feel comfortable enough to actually go back and start doing all the editing and clips. Even some long form videos. There's still some videos that I need to edit and put up on the channel and things like that. So I have a lot of stuff to work on, but I'm also still just trying to make sure that I have like a good schedule. Like I'm off today, we're streaming, of course. But I definitely want to come up with a more consistent schedule. Excuse me. So that I'm streaming more often. Right? And we didn't get anything there. We didn't get anything good from this set of keys. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna throw this stuff back into the bank. Let's see how much shade remains we have left. We have 206. So we have just about 200 of these left to try and get something really good. Get some of the Zealot robe pieces. So I'm hoping. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to, but I don't want to jinx it either because I think I already said earlier that we had a little under 400 of the shade remains, and I was saying something like, surely in 400 shade remains, I could at least get some part of the outfit. Right? And I feel like I already kind of jinxed myself, so now we just have to see. I'm also gonna grab the drink that I had in the freezer. So let me do this. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab this drink. Keep chasing my heart back to the start. Think for causing arguments, but in my defense, I'm here to walk away. And what I got to say about very well. And what you got to say about. And what you got to say about. Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah, the feeling that you. Man, if I. Because I don't know how long. I don't know how long I'm actually going to be streaming today. Um, but part of me is like, if I can at least get like one of the outfit pieces while on stream, I honestly feel like I wouldn't mind getting the rest of them maybe like off stream, like just starting the next stream with the next activity that we basically have planned, and then being like, all right, guys, we got the Zealot robes. Because I really do want to just get past this. I think this is like our third Shades of Morton stream. So I kind of want this to be like the last one, you know? We also got another prayer level, which is also pretty nice. I think when I started this whole Shades of Morton thing, I think I was only at level 51 prayer. So we've gotten like over 5 levels basically. And what you gotta say about me? How do you heal? You heal by consuming food or potions through herb lore. You're mainly gonna heal from fishing and cooking. Different fish that you fish heal different amounts. Same thing with cooking. Cooking, you can cook a number of different stuff. You could put bread, water and flour together to make bread. You can make like meat pies and all these other things. But primarily food is gonna be your main healing thing. Herb lore, like I said, you can also heal, but herb lore is only going to heal you when you get to level 81 herb lore and you unlock this Saradomin brew. This Saradomin brew is gonna heal you, but it requires 81 herb lore. So unless you have 81 herb lore, your best bet, like I said, is gonna just be food that you get from fishing. Also, if you're a regular account though, you should be able to go to the Grand Exchange. As long as you have money, you should be able to go to the Grand Exchange and you should be able to buy cooked food from there already. And if you're gonna buy food from the Grand Exchange, you're probably better off just buying I would say depending on what your HP is, because you know different foods heal for different amounts, but excuse me. Again, all this talking, it's making me yawn. My HP is 8. If your HP is 8, I would say maybe like trout or salmon is gonna be your best bet right now. If you open up your map, you see how you can search in the bottom left corner? Type in Grand Exchange. Open up your map and then type in Grand Exchange. It's gonna take you over here. This is where you want to be. This Grand Exchange here, this Grand Market, is going to allow you to buy whatever it is that you want. You can go over there and you can buy different foods. Also, if you type in, if you go to Google or you go to like the wiki, because I feel like that's always going to be everybody's best friend when you're playing RuneScape. I feel like you spend a lot of time inside the wiki. Hearts collide, shadows dance in the distance. Something just ain't right. I'm cold inside. Help me find what I'm missing. We're all scared to fly, still we try. Learn to be brave, see the other side. Won't you lead me there? Have no fear. Hold your eyes, find paradise. I really like this song. But yeah, if you go to the wiki and you type in food or OSRS food, you could even, let me see. Like if you go to Google and you type in OSRS food, this first one that just says food, it'll give you the list. You can click here where it says heals, Um, and you could make it so that all of the highest healing ones are at the top. If Sarah Doman Brew is at the top, then you did it right. But these are all the highest healing foods. As you work your way down the list, the food heals less and less. So it honestly, if you want to do it the other way around, if you want to do it where it's showing the lowest healing foods at the bottom first, you could do it this way so that you can get a general idea of what type of food you need. So because you said that your HP is 8, I would say, obviously you don't want to wait until your HP gets to like 1 before you're eating, right? So if your HP is 8, I would say you would be good with like herring or even mackerel that heals like 5 or 6. Anything like that, I feel like would be pretty good for your character. I can't stand still for too long down here, otherwise I'm gonna end up dying. We don't want to die on this hardcore Iron Man. Man, if I always kind of think to myself, like, what if Elden Ring or Dark Souls had a hardcore mode where once you die, that character just gets deleted right there on the spot? That'd be crazy. But I feel like I would still play it. I feel like I would still make a hardcore. I'd be crazy enough to still do it. Man, I have a lot of Amulet of the Damned. Like, I feel like I'm gonna be abusing these. I'm just gonna be using Amulet of the Dams for a while because I have so many of these things and they last quite a while. No inhibition, no sins. How deep is your love? I do need to heal up a little bit because we were taking some hits down there. But yeah, they got all of that, all the foods and different things that you can use to heal. Switch them. Last night, everything I did these hands there. Oh my God, broke your trust. No, you stop. I broke your trust. I can't go back now. Can't go back now. Can't go back now. Can't go back now. Can't go. I can't go back now. I can't go back now. Can't go back now. Can't go back now. Out of time. And all the second chances. Yeah. Can't go back now. Can't go back now. Alright. 180 of the shade remains left. So I honestly just feel like we're gonna probably just run through the rest of the shade remains that we have and see what we get. And depending on what we get, well, I can't even say depending on what we get. I just feel like this is going to be the last stream that we do Shades of Morton, because like I said, I feel like this is the third stream that I've done where we are trying to get done Shades of Morton, but I kind of just want this to be the last one. I don't want it to continue to keep streaming and we're still doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, you know? So that's why I said at the very least I hope I get like at least one piece of the Zealot robes, so at least I could probably just farm this off stream. So next stream I could just be like, all right guys, look, check it out. We got the Zealot robe. Gonna fade away. Was it my fault? Should I have begged you to stay? I do proud. Your heart doesn't work that way. Was it my fault? Should I have begged you to stay? I should have called your name. Alright, we got this though. We're gonna get the outfit. Ooh, I should have called your name. Love, poison inside my veins, running my lungs till I could breathe the same. I do proud. You'll sleep in the mess you made. Running my lungs till I couldn't breathe the same. Ooh. I'm always kind of really excited too because now that we got the PS5, it definitely opens up a lot of opportunity for us to play games that I couldn't play on the PS4. Like, I think I still need to, I think I know the new season started in Diablo, but, I have to get Diablo. I have to finish it. Diablo 4 is one of those games I want to finish. Now that we've got, a PS5 and the games are playing a lot smoother, I think at one point I tried to play Moonscars, and it was a really interesting game, but it just it played really weird on my PS4 just because my PS4 was basically falling apart. So like a lot of the audio and stuff would cut out and it would just be weird. Oh, Wukong. You know what's so funny is that my bro, he's actually playing that right now. He actually just started Wukong, and my sister played it before. My sister got all the way to the end. I think all she had to beat was Erlang, or however you say his name. But yeah, she played it. He's playing it right now. He's going through it. I think he just started maybe like a couple days ago. So he's not too far into it. But when my sister was playing it and I would watch her play, she would even let me try it. I think I helped her kill like 1 or 2 bosses, but I was like, Wukong is pretty nice. I definitely like those Souls type games. Like, I still want to play Lies of P, because Lies of P is very Souls like. So I feel like you know, I really do like playing those Souls like games, and I want to play Wukong. You're on my mind constantly. Now I can't get no sleep. All day and night you keep me up. non-stop. I'm sorry. Crimson Desert, Liza P. You don't like Liza P? I think Liza P looks pretty cool. Liza P is definitely a lot different than what I thought it was, though, because I've watched my bro and my sister play it, so it's like it's very different than what I thought it was initially, but it's still a pretty cool game. Hey, we got another set of gold locks, and we got another rune scroll of blood bark. So I mean, we're still getting stuff. We're getting some pretty nice things from these chests, but we're just not getting the robes. That's the only thing. So unfortunately, none of the outfit pieces from this run either. But we do have a lot of Amulet of the Damned and a lot of fine cloths. So I do feel like these are gonna help. And gold locks and all the other types of locks is gonna be high alks. Right? They say she low down. No, I won't believe her. She is to slow down. The baddest thing around town you ever seen before. Trying to find the words to describe this girl. And girl, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but damn, you so sexy. Diablo 4 is fun, but don't understand aspects at all. My barbarian goes crazy. Yeah, they changed it up recently. When I was playing Diablo 4 a lot, like a couple months back, they had just changed everything basically. The way that your skills and your builds had worked before on the skill tree, they like completely revamped the skill tree, and I think the aspects as well. So it's like it's almost like an entirely new game. Like the power systems and again, the builds that you ran before are obsolete now. So everybody basically had to start a brand new build. It's like playing brand new characters for everybody. It's crazy. I'm trying to find the words to describe this girl. Like before the update, I used to use Barbarian a lot because of its support capabilities. I used to use the shouts that would help heal my teammates and me, but the Barbarian doesn't do that anymore. Now they've got different abilities and stuff like that. You can't use the shouts to like support to heal other people anymore. That's no longer a thing because of the way that they changed up the builds and stuff like that. I see you, player. Hell yeah. But yeah. Diablo 4 is a completely different game now. First time that I know what I need. And I want you so bad that I'm scared that good it is if you ever. I think I think it's the first time that I know what I need. And now it's so bad that I'm scared that I think I'm addicted. I think I'm addicted. Now I know how good it is. I want to say, depending on the amount of shades that we still have in the bank, I think we have. I know it's less than 8 trips. Because we have 100 and something, and we're taking about 26 of the shade remains every trip. So we'll just say every 4 trips. That's a little over 100, right? So I want to say we don't have too many trips left in us. Hopefully we get, man, even if we get like a couple of the pieces, that'd be nice. But I'm hoping to at least get one, maybe. First time that I know what I need. And I want you so bad that I'm scared that I think I'm addicted. I just really want to move on to something else, especially because like I know people who usually follow my RuneScape streams. I usually know that they like when I do just some more entertaining content, I would say. Like I definitely had a few people watch me when I was doing BA to get my fighter torso. You know, people liked seeing that. People liked seeing when I did some of the quests. Um, you know, when I was fighting some of the bosses and stuff to get certain drops. People had like that. I feel like it's just more of like the chill, laid back stuff that people aren't really interested in. So like I wouldn't necessarily stream Wintertide because that, ugh, ew. Who wants to do that? I can feel the power running through my veins, getting louder, calling out my name, and it feels like sunlight in the night sky. It shines on my mind. Yeah, 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 yeah. Dang, I had almost a full inventory of keys. Look at this. This is crazy. Confidence looks good on you. Numb the pain, kiss the sky, I'ma make it rain. I can feel the power running through my veins, calling out my name, and it feels like in the night sky it shines on my mind. Dagger, another dagger. I'm getting some death runes, and I have been noticing that. Oh, soul runes too. Also pretty nice. Another swamp bark. Or blood bark. More gold locks. More amulets of the damned. Getting louder. Yeah, I'm definitely a little dry here. Definitely a little dry on the gold chests. Damn, I feel like I should have gotten an outfit piece by now. Yeah, we've opened up a lot of gold chests. 14 purple, 29 black, 135 crimson, 61 brown, 62 reds. That's a lot of golden chests that we've opened up, guys. And not a single Zealot robe piece. That's crazy. Waiting for you to be real. Yeah, I've only got maybe 5 trips left. Not a lot of trips left at all. We're almost out of shades. Tonight. Yeah, tonight. Yeah, tonight. Yeah, tonight. Say the words that I want to forget tonight. On the table. You guys are a reason. And I see you. Waiting for you. Waiting for you. To be real. Alright. Let's grab another set. Let's do this. Man, that last set of keys was the most keys I felt like I've ever gotten. I think I was 1 key short of converting every Shade Remain and Pyrelog into a key, which is crazy. Tonight, 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 tonight. Come on. RNG, fingers crossed. Let's go. Zealot Rove. Coloring on the lies that you left me. And the fact that I got 18k, ooh, 24 now. I feel like a lot of. I don't think I'm getting so lucky this time around with the keys. I've been thinking if you wanna get tough, then let's play rough. Lately I've been thinking if you wanna get tough, then let's play rough. And straight to me. I don't hate you. Hmm. You're like an automatic. 37K, jeez. Lost a lot of keys. Alright, but let's see what we get this time around, though. I may not have as much keys this time around, but it doesn't mean it doesn't mean that we won't get lucky at all. I always kind of like organizing them a little bit. Dang, another one of the green swamp bark. Man. Come on, Zealot robes. Why do you hate me so? Why aren't you coming home? Yeah, they're making me work for these robes, bro. Man, like I said, we've got so many Amulet of the Damned. Like, I feel like we have an unnecessary amount of Amulets of the Damned. Alright. We're basically almost there. We're basically almost done, I should say, with the shade remains that we have on us. And like I said, whatever we don't get today, I feel like I'm just going to any Zealot excuse me. I don't know why all of a sudden when I start talking every single time, it's like my body's like, now's a great time to yawn. Any Zealot pieces yet? No pieces yet, unfortunately. Which is crazy because how many I'm about to add this up. I'm not doing any kind of maths in my head right now. Let's see, we've got 15 purples. We have 36 black that we opened. We opened up 142 crimson, 63 browns, and 64 reds. We've opened up 320 gold chests and not a single Zealot piece yet. But we do have everything else. We've got where is it? Burning fever high. We literally have everything from Shades of Morton. We just need the outfit. Literally just need the outfit. We got 25 amulets of the damned, like 82 fine cloth. I feel like I've got more amulets of the damned and fine cloth on this account than I did on my original hardcore, which is crazy. I don't think I've opened up this many chests on the original hardcore. Like I definitely think Shades was one of those ones I got luckier on the original hardcore than on this one. This one I feel like I'm struggling a bit. But at the same time too, I didn't go and collect everything else on the original hardcore. Like I didn't have bronze through silver locks. I didn't have the bronze, the steel, the black, or the silver locks. I think that was it. I think everything else I ended up getting, but I feel like I just specifically farmed gold locks on the original hardcore. I don't think I went through all of the other things like I did on this one too. So maybe that's part of it. I don't know. But we're basically almost done. I have 102 of these shades, so I basically have maybe like 4 more trips, maybe less than that. We're just gonna say about 4 trips left. Whatever I don't get, I feel like I'm just going to farm off stream because I don't want to do another Shades of Morton stream when I come back and do RuneScape again. I'd rather move on to the next thing in our long journey to Greenlog Chambers of Xeric. So whatever I don't get at the end of this stream, I'm just gonna farm it, and then at the beginning of next stream I'll just be like, hey guys, check this out. Zealot robes took forever. But then again, you know how RNG works, you never really know. These next 100 Shade Remains I have, some way, somehow, we could end up getting lucky and just get the full outfit still. It's possible, but is it likely to happen? Probably not. I see myself in your eyes. Get out of here, Captain Dude. You don't got nothing that I want, bro. I don't even really know exactly what I'm gonna do, because I'm thinking of it in my head. I'm like, my next RuneScape stream, I want it to be something a little bit more exciting, but a lot of what I still have to do next is like, I gotta work on Hunter. I gotta work on my fishing and cooking, so I'm probably gonna end up being at Temperos a lot. Trying to think, because like I feel like all of the stuff that I have to do next, I think is really just a lot of stuff that I could do off stream, like thieving as well. Thieving is just gonna be, I feel like, very redundant. Cooking, mining especially, nobody wants to watch Motherlode mine stream. Yeah, get out of here. I feel like these quests, because Hunter, thieving, cooking, mining, it's all stuff I want to work on. Smithing. After I get my smithing to 74, I'd be able to make some adamant stuffs. I need 70 specifically so that I could do Defender of Varrock. We got to do Garden of Tranquility, Creature of Frankenstrain, What Lies Below. So like that might be the next stream, because I feel like doing the quests would be a lot better for stream content wise. Because I know some people have never actually gone through a lot of the quest dialogue, and because I like to actually know the story, a lot of people get introduced to like the story of quests by watching my stream. You know, some people actually like you know, the fact that I actually sit here and try to like read everything and understand the story. So I might do that next. That might be the next stream. Mahogany Homes, I don't think is going to be something that very interesting. So yeah, so I mean, it's just a lot of levels that I really need. So I don't know. I'll figure it out after this stream, like what we'll probably do next, live stream wise. Not sure. All right, see, we got a lot of good ones on this one too. And then we've got these Crimson. Crimson. I still think it should be the other way around. I still think the Crimson one should be darker, because I feel like Crimson's darker than just basic red, you know? And you want me. Alright, let's see. Only got a few more rounds of this. See what we get. Something good, something good. And I mean, still, at the end of the day, no matter how long it takes me to get the full outfit, we are gonna have a lot of stuff to high elk. Seriously, I feel like we already do. Like, especially if I get or not if I get, when I get Barrow's equipment, Amulet of the Damned is gonna be useful, and when I get an Amulet of Glory, I'm not really gonna have to use them at all unless I'm using like the Barrow's gear. Once I get the Zealot robes, I'll just never have to come back here again. Like, this minigame will never have any type of significance. Because like I said, if I save these Amulet of the Dams for specifically when I'm using Barrow's gear, these things degrade so slow. Basically set up for life. Alright, so put these back. Boom, boom, boom. We've got 76. So yeah, so we only got about three things left to do here. I feel like a complete noob playing all over again, especially on phone. Just be pressing stuff. Hell yeah. But I honestly feel like if you're playing now, you've come back at a good time, because there's so many updates to old school RuneScape that, you know, you've got a lot to look forward to. You've got a lot to do. There's a lot more than what was even out maybe even like a couple years ago. So you've got like even more weapons and, you know, all kinds of different stuff. It does make it a lot better to play it on a PC because you could play it on RuneLite instead of the actual Jagex RuneScape launcher. RuneLite is a lot better because RuneLite has a lot of things that just like a lot of overlays and a lot of information, a lot of things, especially Quest Helper. Like if I'm trying to complete a quest or something like that, I can literally right click it, start Quest Helper, and it gives me all the information. Like you see on my map how it's like has this blue arrow like showing me where to go. It gives me a little description on the left hand side of like what to expect and all this extra information about the quest before I even do it. So it's like it definitely makes a difference playing it on a PC, but the fact that you can play it on the phone still blows my mind to this day. I still remember when RuneLite Mobile first came out, like we were losing our minds because we were just like, what? RuneScape on the phone, on the go? It's crazy. Like if you told us back in the day that one day this game I'd be able to play it on my phone, I would look at you crazy. Like, what are you even talking about, bro? Still no Zealot pieces, man. Sad times for real. I'm honestly making some good GP here. Also got a few levels in prayer. Yeah, after filling back up my Kingdom of Miscellanea, I think I only had like what was it, like 100 GP or something like that left. But I think we're now not even including the high alts, just the coins that I've been collecting. I think we're like over 500 GP now, over half a mil. This was grinding out the Zealot robes was one of the things I was telling myself when I started this new hardcore Iron Man that I was like, ugh. I was like when I was thinking about all of the stuff that I did on the original one, and when I was thinking about making this new account, I was like, oh man, I was like, which grinds am I gonna have to do over again? And there was a lot of them that I was like, I'm not looking forward to doing these specific ones again. And Zealot robes was definitely one of them. Getting my basilisk jaw to make the Natus not face guard, like I'm not looking forward to that again. Oh my god, it took me like a week. It took me like a week of nothing but freaking Slayer and basilisks to get that jaw. So I'm like, I'm not looking forward to doing that again. But it has to be done. If I want these items, if I want these things, gotta do it. Got no choice. To forget that I let you go. Alright, we're almost there though. Don't look good on paper. Yeah, baby, I like it. Alright, cool. In here. Doing this. Look good on paper. Yeah, eyes. See the sun. Yeah, baby, I like it. Alright. Let's see, let's see. What are we getting? What are we getting? I know they did say too that if you wear a ring of wealth, it also helps with like the drop rate. And I know we did pick up a dragon stone. I have 73. I probably could have crafted a ring of wealth already. I could have been doing that. Cause let me see. What magic level do you need to enchant Dragonstone? 68. Yeah, I could have been wearing a ring of wealth this whole time. Damn, that's crazy. I think that's probably why I ended up getting so spooned on the other one. Because I know they did say that wearing a ring of wealth does help to increase your chances here when you're opening up the chests. And I do think I wore one on the main. Alright, let me see if I can... Because we have the rings. Let me see if I could just craft one real quick. Hey, watch me all of a sudden get a freaking Zealot robe. That'd be crazy. Got these eyes, girl. You see the sign. Can't baby, I like. Dragonstone ring. Ring of wealth. Yeah, we're gonna wear it. Actually, damn. I was like, I gotta put it in here. Throw it over there. Boom. Give it its own slot. Alright, so we're wearing a ring of wealth, and we are on the last 2 inventory slots. I might have to kill 1 shade. Or 2 shades. In order to make it an even... Whatever. But, let's see. 26. Let's do this. Last 2 inventories with a ring of wealth. Let's see how lucky we get. Because I'm now wearing a ring of wealth. I did want to put one on earlier, but I didn't have access to a Dragonstone ring. And even though we got the Dragonstone ring from the gold chests, I didn't even like comprehend that, like, oh yeah, you can now make it. So all this time, all of those gold shades, I could have been wearing a ring of wealth. Sad times. Like I said, it's cool. We'll see how far we get with these couple inventories. Under the white light, right time, the right time, red light, you put aside dress, impress. We made love all night. Alright, we got our Ring of Wealth. We've got our inventory full. Let's go. And then I gotta kill 2 of them on the way back in order to have a full inventory. Or 1 more full inventory. So let's see. Is the Ring of Wealth really going to make that much of a difference? Let's see. Come with me to a follow me. Hey, 57 prayer, bro. I'm telling you, we've been coming up. And I'm never gonna say no to more prayer levels, you know, like. Either way, let nobody tell. Alright, come on. See how lucky we get. Alright. Let's see. Alright, let's organize these, and like I said, now that we have the Ring of Wealth on us, we should hopefully have some better luck. I wish you well, I wish you well. Alright, let's see. The man, the myth, the legend. What's up, bro? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. I feel like we're pretty much just about wrapped up though, because I think I have like one more inventory of keys after this, and then that's basically it. And not a single Zealot robe piece in like, man, it's like 400 something chests, and not a single Zealot robe piece. Is this Pyramid Plunder? No, this is Shades of Morton, however you say it. Like I'm trying to I'll show you right now. I'm trying to get the these right here. I'm trying to get the Zealot robes for prayer. We just about got everything else, or not even just about. We literally did get everything else. You know, even all of the other locks. Like we got bronze locks, steel locks, all the other ones. The journal to make swamp bark armor and blood bark armor, we got all of that. Everything. The only thing that we're missing is the only thing that we came here for, which is the robes. Thank God I'm a main. Bro, it's not all bad because I feel like we got a lot of I'm getting a lot of things that I can high alch, which is really nice for the account. So instead of having to go into the desert and do the agility pyramid for money, I can just high alch a lot of the stuff that, you know, I'm getting from this place, which is pretty nice. So it does suck that I'm not getting what I'm looking for, but you know, and we totally forgot to kill the 2 shades on the way out, so I'm only gonna take 24. We're only gonna do 24 logs because that's all the shade remains we have left. So we're down to our last 24. Man, that was a good stretch. We're down to our last 24 shades that we basically stockpiled for this stream. And like I said, it was like 400 shades that we ran through. And not a single Zealot robe piece. So after, depending on what we get here, I'm gonna most likely call the stream here. Streams definitely have been a little shorter lately, and it's just because, you know, I've been working. Your boy finally has steady work, which is pretty nice. It is nice to have money in the pocket again. Can actually buy things and upgrade equipment when need be. Can actually pay for RuneScape membership, so it's been pretty nice. But yeah, definitely feel like I'm still in the process of coming up with a better stream schedule, so that maybe we could stream a bit longer and things like that. But yeah, for now, let's do this last inventory. 24 shades. We're going to put that in the coffin. Gonna grab coins, gonna grab this, gonna grab these, and yeah, that is pretty much it right there. Ouch, my elbow. Piece of your love, calling you to get down, down. The way that we touch is never enough. Piece of your love, I'm turning you out. The way that we touch is never enough. to get down, down. But yeah, definitely hoping that we get still hoping that we get something. I don't know why, but I got that song Metalingus in my head. What the heck is Metalingus? That's funny. Be what you want. Keep it subliminal. Edge WWE theme song. Oh snap. Man, I haven't watched WWE in forever, bro. We used to go in. And then I think growing up, once one of the homies in the neighborhood had got like this huge trampoline. Remember, me and all the homies were always practicing freaking WWE moves like on this trampoline on each other and stuff, bro. It was great. Even playing the games, like we had some of the games. Yeah, good times. WWE, man, for some reason it made me think of Fight Night too. We used to go in on Fight Night. It used to be Fight Night, WWE, Def Jam. Oh man, good times, good times. Good times. Times were easier, simpler. Almost broke both our backs and Dad whooped us. Oh, man. Yeah, that sounds about right. What I tell y'all about practicing them goddamn moves in my house. We didn't care. We were still gonna do them. Oh, man, it's too good. Damn near killed ourselves. That's funny. The waterbed popped mess everywhere. Oh no, not popping the freaking waterbed. Man. Remember the first time I slept on a waterbed? It was crazy. It was weird. Why can't I see anyone else in chat? Oh, cause I have two. I have two chats. I have my Twitch chat, my YouTube chat. I'm reading the comments off of my YouTube chat. Yeah. Yeah. Your boy's a multi-streamer. It does suck though because I can't, unless I'm playing a game in which I'm actually listening to the in-game audio. Like if I'm playing a game and playing music like I am with RuneScape, you don't hear the music and stuff like that on YouTube. So I always just I feel like I always end up letting people know, like on YouTube, like, hey, we also stream on Twitch, you know, if you want to check out the stream over there, because we have music playing, and you know, Twitch is a lot more lenient with that kind of thing than YouTube. And we got more gold locks, man. See, now all of a sudden, now that we got gold locks once, now they're just gold locking us up. Yeah, no luck. Out of all of those 400 freaking chests, bro, not a single piece of the Zealot's robe. Yeah, YouTube chat is here. Heck yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Not a single Zealot robe drop, man. It's wild. Yeah, rest in my head. You on a loop I can't end. Let you know I'm still here waiting for you. Foul tarnished in search of the Elden Ring. Allow me to cleanse you. Those stripped of grace, gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Mesmer's flame. Yeah, I gotta play the DLC, man. I gotta play the DLC. Bro, we've been playing, I've been helping out my bro and my sis with, Night Raid. We've been playing that too. And, I think we had just finished beating the... Yeah, see, as soon as I said that, she popped up in YouTube chat. Just beat Dreglord. Nice. So we're all on the same boss now. Now we're all on the whatchamacallit. Yeah, I'm actually wrapping up here as well, because I went through all of the gold shade remains that we had. We basically got everything else from the Shades of Morton minigame except for what we came here for originally, which is the Zealot robes. So I might try to farm them off stream, because we never got like a single piece. I don't know. I might just get a bunch of gold keys and just throw them in the bank, so at least next time it literally would just be grab the keys, open the chest. So I might do that instead, so that, you know, whatever. But I would say, that being said, let's go ahead and switch this over to the... Let's go ahead and switch this over to... Yeah, the discussions page, where we like to wrap things up. So I felt like we had a good stream. It was definitely a bit of a shorter stream. Mesmer by far the GOAT of bosses besides Consort. Yeah, he seems like it. He seems like it. Ronnie so far is still my favorite NPC. I would say Ronnie and Melania is a very close second, but there's just something about Ronnie. Ronnie's too cool. But I haven't played the DLC yet, so again, I can't really say until I get through the DLC and meet like the rest of the bosses and the NPCs and stuff like that. But yeah. We went through all of our stuff here in RuneScape on the Hardcore Iron Man. We opened up all of the chests with the remains that we had. It was about like 400 remains or something like that. All we managed to get was the gold locks, really. We do have a ton of the Amulet of the Damned, which is really nice, and we have a bunch of alkables, which is also really nice. For the next RuneScape stream, like I said, I've decided that I'm just going to get a bunch of gold keys and then just throw them in the bank. So at least by the time we stream again, I will literally just grab all the keys and just open up the chests. I won't have to like make like the sacred oils or the pyre logs or any of that, whatever's. I'm hoping that after that I can kind of move into some of the other things that I want to get done off stream, like work on Hunter, work on cooking, work on smithing and mining and all that other stuff. We are going to get a bit closer to the more exciting content, which is, I feel like the most exciting part is probably going to be running chambers. Doing chambers on stream is probably going to be, you know, a lot better than anything else that I could possibly do. But we are going to come across some interesting things. We are going to have to run some quests. That's going to be interesting, because that always has like bosses and, you know, the dialogue and all that stuff. Um, I still have to fight Moons of Peril. I still have to do some Barrows Brothers. I still have to fight the Dagonoth Kings and things like that. So there is still a lot of stuff that is coming up that's going to be a lot more interesting. So I would say just be on the lookout for that. I can't even get past the first boss still. Bro, you have to. You have to. Elden Ring, Dark Souls, Night Rain, all of those games, bro, they're just designed that way. You're gonna get your ass kicked over and over again. You're gonna want to take your PlayStation controller or however, whatever you're using to play the game, and you're gonna want to lob it right into the drywall, bro. But that's just how the games are. Because once you finally beat them, it's like you start talking all the shit. You're like, yeah, fuck you piece of I finally beat you. All just to get to the next boss and start the whole process back over again. But you have to. Once you get past it, bro, it's going to be so much better. I promise. I like that person you get the prosthesis from. Millicent. Millicent's pretty cool. And Millicent is related to Melania. I think a lot of people say that she's Melania's daughter, that Melania had a bunch of kids. But I think the in-game dialogue, Millicent says that she knows that she's blood tied to Melania, but she doesn't know how. She doesn't know if she's her daughter, sister, cousin in the game. But I guess people found a way to confirm it, and I guess she's like her actual daughter or whatever the case. But yeah, that being said, I am going to go ahead and leave things here. My starting weapon will now do poison, chill, and rot. Bro, same. I told Justin that same thing. I'm also running that in Night Rain. But yeah, I don't know when we're gonna go live again. I will say check my schedule out on Twitch, because I did have this RuneScape one up. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next stream. I do have my little book that I do like to leave off on. It's a little like prayer and like food for thought. I do like this book. This book is nice. Today is the 6th. Damn, we have to skip a lot of pages because I haven't been streaming in a while. Alright, the 6th. Today's prayer says, "As I love." The verse is Luke chapter 6, verse 27 through 28. To you who are willing to listen, I say, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, and pray for those who hurt you. The prayer for today says, Lord, you do not delight in the destruction of the wicked, but desire and rejoice in their turning to you. Mercy inspires you, and you love to pour out good gifts. May I be motivated by what motivates you. May my spirit align with yours. Give me compassion for the lost who very often seek to harm me, who do not know any better than to pursue their own good, even if it means others may suffer. Help me to share good news with those who would take from me. Let the assurance of your abundant provision give me a natural tendency to give even to those who would take by force. Let my testimony to them declare my fervent assurance that you will reward all people justly for the works they perform, both good and bad. May my life reflect yours in the treatment of all people. And then the little food for thought at the end says, are there people in your life you need to bless even as they curse you? And that's basically just something, for you to think about. And yeah, always nice leaving off on the book. With that being said, thank you guys all for being here. Amen. And I will see you guys in the next stream. Bye, guys.